Damp. Damp means slightly wet. Clothes damp with perspiration. Dare. Dare means take upon oneself, act presumptuously, without permission. How dare you call my lawyer? Deaf. Deaf means lacking or deprive of the sense of hearing wholly or in part. Communication between deaf and hearing people. Debate. Debate means a discussion in which reasons are advanced for and against some proposition or proposal. Argue with one another. The debate over foreign aid goes on and on. We debated the question of abortion. Decay. Decay means the process of gradually becoming inferior. Lose a stored charge, magnetic flux, or current. The particles decayed during the nuclear fission process. Decent. Decent means socially or conventionally correct, refined or virtuous. From a decent family. Declare. Declare means state emphatically and authoritatively. He declared that he needed more money to carry out the task he was charged with. Defense. Defense means the team that is trying to prevent the other team from scoring. His teams are always good on defense. Defend. Defend means protect against a challenge or attack. Defend that position behind the trees. Define. Define means give a definition for the meaning of a word. The term mental illness is difficult to define. Deliberate. Deliberate means by conscious design or purpose. A deliberate attempt to defraud. Deliberately. Deliberately means with intention, in an intentional manner. He used that word deliberately. Delicate. Delicate means exquisitely fine and subtle and pleasing, susceptible to injury. The delicate wing of a butterfly. Delight. Delight means a feeling of extreme pleasure or satisfaction. Give pleasure to or be pleasing to. His delight to see her was obvious to all. Democracy. Democracy means the political orientation of those who favor government by the people or by their elected representatives. A return to democracy after 16 years of military rule. Democratic. Democratic means characterized by or advocating or based upon the principles of democracy or social equality. We are very lucky to be living in a truly democratic society. Demonstrate. Demonstrate means show or demonstrate something to an interested audience. We will demonstrate the new software in Washington. Demonstration. Demonstration means a show or display, the act of presenting something to sight or view. He gave the customer a demonstration. Departure. Departure means act of departing. I saw him shortly before his departure for Japan. Depth. Depth means extend downward or backward or inward. The depth of the water. Derive. Derive means obtain. Derive pleasure from one's garden. Description. Description means a statement that represents something in words. Every description of book was there. Deserve. Deserve means be worthy or deserving. You deserve a promotion after all the hard work you have done. Desperate. Desperate means arising from or marked by despair or loss of hope. Her desperate screams. Desperately. Desperately means with great urgency. Healthcare reform is needed desperately. Despite. Despite means lack of respect accompanied by a feeling of intense dislike. The despite in which outsiders were held is legendary. Destruction. Destruction means the termination of something by causing so much damage to it that it cannot be repaired or no longer exists. The destruction of the rainforests. Determination. Determination means the act of determining the properties of something. She fought the illness with courage and determination. Determine. Determine means establish after a calculation, investigation, experiment, survey, or study. The physicist who determined the elusive particle won the Nobel Prize. Determined. Determined means characterized by great determination. A struggle against a determined enemy. Devote. Devote means give entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause. She devoted herself to her career. Devoted. Devoted means zealous in devotion or affection. A devoted husband and father. Direct. Direct means command with authority. Direct in spatial dimensions, proceeding without deviation or interruption, straight and short. He directed the children to do their homework. A direct route. Directly. Directly means without deviation. The path leads directly to the lake. Direction. Direction means a line leading to a place or point. He looked the other direction. Director. Director means someone who controls resources and expenditures. The company director wants to allocate additional staff to the marketing department. Dirt. Dirt means the part of the Earth's surface consisting of humus and disintegrated rock. To plant, dig a 1-inch hole in the ground, drop in the seed, cover with dirt, and water. Disappointing. Disappointing means not up to expectations. A disappointing performance from one who had seemed so promising. Disappointed. Disappointed means disappointingly unsuccessful. Disappointed expectations and thwarted ambitions. Disappointment. Disappointment means a feeling of dissatisfaction that results when your expectations are not realized. His hopes were so high he was doomed to disappointment. Disaster. Disaster means a state of extreme, usually irremediable ruin and misfortune. His policies were a disaster. Discipline. Discipline means a branch of knowledge. In what discipline is his doctorate? Discuss. Discuss means to consider or examine in speech or writing. The class discussed Dante's Inferno. Discussion. Discussion means an extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. The book contains an excellent discussion of modal logic. Disgust. Disgust means strong feelings of dislike. Fill with distaste. This spoiled food disgusts me. Disgusting. Disgusting means highly offensive, arousing aversion or disgust. A disgusting smell. Disgusted. Disgusted means having a strong distaste from surfeit. Grew more and more disgusted. Dissolve. Dissolve means cause to go into a solution. The recipe says that we should dissolve a cup of sugar in 2 cups of water. Distance. Distance means the property created by the space between 2 objects or points. I could see it in the distance. Distant. Distant means separated in space or coming from or going to a distance. The sound of distant traffic. Distinguish. Distinguish means mark as different. We distinguish several kinds of maple. Distribute. Distribute means administer or bestow, as in small portions. Clothes and blankets have been distributed among the refugees. Distribution. Distribution means an arrangement of values of a variable showing their observed or theoretical frequency of occurrence. The unfair distribution of wealth. District. District means a region marked off for administrative or other purposes. The City of London's financial district. Disturb. Disturb means move deeply. This book disturbs me. Disturbing. Disturbing means causing distress or worry or anxiety. A disturbing amount of crime. Division. Division means an army unit large enough to sustain combat. 2 infantry divisions were held in reserve. Domestic. Domestic means of concern to or concerning the internal affairs of a nation. Domestic issues such as tax rate and highway construction. Dominate. Dominate means be larger in number, quantity, power, status or importance. The book is expected to dominate the bestseller lists. Dot. Dot means a very small circular shape. Draw lines between the dots. Downward. Downward means on or toward a surface regarded as a base. The downward pull of gravity. Dull. Dull means lacking in liveliness or animation. How dull and dreary the world is. Dump. Dump means throw away as refuse. No dumping in these woods.